So I'm not sure if it was a dream or if it really happened, but there I was with a Seminole medicine woman, and we were in the forest, and there was a mighty battle that took place there where I stood on the land. And there was an old tree there, a cypress one, and I asked the medicine lady, the medicine woman, if I could hug the tree. And she looked at me in such disbelief. She said that tree was there since the battle. So she said, yes, you can hold the tree. So I went to the tree and I grabbed it and I pressed my heart up against it. And what I felt was such an energy and vibration of the people that sacrificed in something they believed in. And it wasn't suffering, it was a spiritual experience. I told the medicine woman what I felt and what I experienced, and then she made me cross my hands with my left hand being under the right, because she wanted to feel my feminine side to me. And she took my hands and she did the same crossing, except she put her, I think, the right hand underneath the left. I can't be for sure. And we sat there and she said, just melt into my hands. And it took me a while to get to that point, but I finally reached it and she felt it. And she says, I already know what the male side has, and that's why the attraction, the domination, I forget exactly how, she didn't use the word alpha, but she wanted to feel the feminine side. And she says that energy is strong and that I could be a leader. And I said I wasn't looking to be a leader, I was looking to live by example. And that's what I've always said, I'm not looking to lead. And she says that the reason I don't feel that I should lead is my shadow was not strong enough. So I let a lot of people in that maybe I should not have let in. So she did, she took my shadow and she patched it with, you know, what was missing and made the shadow stronger as almost a cloth, she said. And so it's supposed to protect me a little bit more from, you know, some of the energy that I come in contact. Because not only did she say that about the shadow, but she said that I had a gift to feel energy and that I should not be afraid of that gift. And I always say that, like when I walk into a place, I might not see everybody because of the vision, but I can feel the energy and, you know, and even the vibrations of the vocal. I can hear how a tone has changed in somebody else's voice or whatever. So I'll be more in tune, you know, to that with the shadow that she fixed. She also kind of gave me the name Long Shadow because my shadow was so long, being 6'6". So that was kind of a fun experience. And she wanted to know about some of the women in my life, and I told her how I experienced my one friend at a store, and that here's a legally blind guy walking into the store, but yet her energy was so there that it drew me to that energy and stuff. And I kind of feel, you know, the same way when I think about my wife and the other people that are in my life. I felt the energy first, and there was some energy from other people that I should not have, and all the signs were there for that. So her sewing on my shadow or repairing it could help the situation. So the other experience I had is I haven't seen my friends because I've been on the road, and I've met some great new friends, and their energy was really great. I mean, I really have been able to tune into it and stuff. Well, on this trip, I like to talk and say a lot of things through music and lyrics, and I was turned on by this song, Chapter of the Forest, I think. Was that it? Chapter of the Forest show? Yeah, Chapter of the Forest. Sure. Chapter of the Forest, and I wanted to send it to my friend that I met in the store by the lake. And so I sent the song to her, and oddly enough, the person that sings this song is going to be in concert. And so before I even knew that she was going to this concert, I sent the, and I've never heard of this man. I can't even tell you who it is. He just sings Chapter of the Forest. That's all I know. I like the song, you know, and it sounded good, and I thought she needed that song. So that's why I send a lot of music in my little circle to people, because I don't text message or, well, now I'm doing social media because I think it's important that I live by example. And that's what I want to do is, you know, share things like this, and, you know, for you to follow. It's a lot easier to surrender to the universe. It makes life so much better. I mean, if everybody could get to, and this is not something that I just said overnight. This is something that I've had to work with and build, and, you know, there's so much more to learn, but I completely understand where I'm at right now and what I'm supposed to do, and I feel good about it. I really do, and that's why I want to share this with you on this platform. So getting back to the energy thing and stuff, and the song that I sent, oddly, she'll be going to a concert to see this band or group or guy, whoever it is. I know you guys will tell me in the comments who it was. So I actually ordered, I put it on one of my playlists that I have, which if I hear a good song, you make it on the playlist. And I love when people send me music, because it opens me to different music. Yesterday I was in a store, and I was listening to this violin, and I mean, it was so beautiful because the violin was also brought in by a harp. There was a lot of strings, but it also had like a jazz aspect to it. And just going through what I was hearing now, it might have been subliminally put in, because the place I was put at was at the Yellow Deli. And if you know anything about the Yellow Deli, it's kind of a, you know, weird place, but I completely enjoyed it, and I can't say enough about the service, the food, the atmosphere, everything about it. I didn't really feel the weirdness. I know it's kind of weird of some of the things what they do, but that's what they believe in. So who am I to say what's right and wrong? These people believe it. Some people will say, well, that it's a cult of the 12 tribes. You know, I'm not sure. You know, I have no idea. All I know is I had a good time, and I know a lot of it can't be disputed, what they stand for, what it is, but, you know, everybody seemed happy there, to be honest with you. And if that's what makes them happy, to belong to something like that, who am I to say? So, so yeah, that's where I'm saying. And when my wife Shelly said she's going to this concert, and it was a song, it really didn't surprise me, because I know that connection that I have with some of my friends, that there's just too much. It's too much to be not true, to where it's more of a coincidence. You know, people say, well, it's because that's just how the universe has, you know, played it and stuff. And I don't know if some people can really understand what I'm saying here, and I believe my friend is tuned in to what she's around, because I've learned a lot from her and stuff. And even, you know, the breathing, I want to thank Shelly, you know, let's just breathe. And it's good to breathe, and I'm breathing a lot easier these days. So I'm hoping to have more of this that I can share with you guys on this platform, Smoking Caterpillars, and let me know, you know, what you think, and where all this was. And the Seminole medicine woman, I want to thank her for really opening me up and doing the soul surgery that she performed. I guess that's, I'm sure I could come up with a better word, but I mean, it was basically surgery that she performed on me with her healing hands and her energy, and I thank her for that. So, as always, guys, I love you, and I love you more. Thanks for watching.